Hey, today I'm going to do a quick review between the Lewanja and the Vaunn Medical Underdesk Bike Pedal. Show you everything you need to know about them. So first off, let's talk about the similarities and the differences. So this one, the assembly is very similar. The only difference for them, so you need to attach the tension rod, and the difference is this timer thing is already in place, whereas this one is attached with that tension by tightening it. And another thing is that's different is the legs fold in, but this one you have to pull this pin out to fold it, whereas the other one, and then it clicks back in, whereas the other one you just press the button and then you can fold it. So a little bit different. I think this one like clicks in place a little bit better, but something that I don't like is the legs, or I should say the feet, kind of like rotate more, and this material just kind of like folds over and it'll rotate, and like especially as I'm using it, and I'll show that. So let's go ahead and start using it. Something I also do is I take these little ankle weights and put them at the feet just to add a little bit of support and stability. I'm also going to tighten this tension. You just twist it to the right to tighten it. And I also just don't use shoes usually when I'm using it, just because it's hard to get in the straps without shoes on. Now, it is a little bit wobbly, but it does a good job so far. And you can see it rotates through these different things. So the count, the RPM is just the amount of reps or cycles per minute, and then the time and the calories. So the top is going to show the count, and the bottom is going to show all those other things. If you want to reset it, you just press this button for about 5 seconds, and then it's going to reset it. Now, what I was talking about earlier is, especially without this has a non-slip pad underneath, and it also has a strap that you can attach to the bottom of your chair or to the bottom of your desk to just help keep it in place. This one doesn't have that non-slip pad, but it does have a strap as well. But what I was talking about earlier is if I'm pedaling, especially like without the ankle weight, and you can already see the feet in the front starting to turn. So even just after pedaling for a little bit, they're not flat anymore. So like you can just see they're not flat towards the ground. They're like completely turned. So that really makes it unstable as well when that happens. So it definitely helps having those ankle weights on there, but that's a common issue that I've seen with this that happens over and over again. So using these has definitely helped with that. But now let's go ahead and move over to the Vaunn Medical. I'm also in a lower seat on this chair, so I'm lower to the ground. Now, something I also kind of do with these is I point my feet out a little bit so that the straps aren't hitting the sides of the bars as it's moving. It also will continue wherever you left off, so keep that in mind if you want to restart it. Same thing, just press that red button for about 5 seconds. So this one has the count, total count, calories, and time. And it shows the count at the top, and then it will just rotate through the other ones on the bottom as you're using it. So this one feels more stable and smoother, and just overall, I like this one more. So if I had to choose between the two of them, they're both good options. Like I mentioned, the really downfall of this one is the feet. I just don't really like the feet. They rotate too much. If you're putting any pressure, it just folds over, and then it really makes it unstable. So that's partly why I use these ankle weights. But apart from that, it does a good job, but I just prefer the Vaunn Medical over it.